On any given day, your friends and neighbors could be fanned out across the preserves of the Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District, volunteering their time and considerable effort to help steward these public lands.
Together we're going to do it, and it feels good as a team.
No training is required, no special skills needed, just a willingness to show up and dig in.
I like getting my hands dirty.
It's a tangible contribution to the public open spaces we share and treasure.
Wow, I actually made this better.
Midpen manages 27 preserves throughout the Santa Cruz Mountains, keeping them healthy for plants and wildlife, and safe and accessible for us takes work. Clearing trails, pulling non-native invasive plants, doing the kind of hands-on work that most of us take for granted. Well, today, I'm going to meet some of the volunteers who do this work and find out what keeps them coming back week after week.
Thanks everyone for coming out today to Los Vientos here in Pulgas. Our target species today is Italian thistle, and we have been working on the Italian thistle up here for several years.
Ellen Gartside is a volunteer program lead with Midpen. Today she'll be taking a group of us volunteers to one of Midpen's many ongoing habitat restoration projects. For some in the group, this is a familiar routine, a weekly ritual they know well. But for others, like me, it's our first time getting out here.
So everybody, gloves are over there. If you want to grab a pair of gloves.
Ellen leads us down to a spot she calls Mount Thistle, a dense cluster of invasive Italian thistles they've been battling. Our job today is to clear them out.
We've been working on the top, and have slowly worked our way down to this last patch. And so we're going to keep chipping away at this until eventually we get rid of it all. If you grab them close to the base, they're not as spiny.
And it's good when you are the winner and not the Italian thistle.
Clearing a site like this takes more than a day, and that's where volunteers Margarita and Ronnie come in. They've adopted this site as part of an advanced volunteer program and will be back many times after the rest of us have gone home.
All right, go Margarita.
Margaret, you bring a certain vigor to this work. It's impressive.
I love it. You take a before picture, an after picture, and that's the best reward we can take home and see, oh my God, that was my little contribution because this keeps on coming back. So, but it's fun. It is fun.
It's fun and meaningful on multiple levels.
It is aerobic. It is healthy. We are contributing to the community.
If you weren't out here today, if you weren't volunteering with Midpen, what do you think you'd be doing?
Well, I will probably, because I love the outdoors, I will probably be hiking by myself since most of my friends are still working. So this is the difference, is that I do what I love with friends.
Aside from volunteering, my daughter and I were almost doing weekly hikes out in Midpen preserves.
Derek Sato is an avid hiker, and for him, this is a chance to give back to these lands he enjoys so much, and a way to share that love with his children.
We've got a lot of beautiful natural resources out here. It's great that we can keep them sustained and beautiful for future generations to utilize.
When I come out and look at the projects and I'm by myself, I'm like, oh, this is a lot of work. But then when I have 10 volunteers show up and they're all very excited about making a contribution, helping out, getting some physical work in, good day, lovely day, beautiful view. The time goes pretty quickly, and as you can see, in a couple of hours, we made a big dent in the thistle population here.
After a few hours of good hard work, Mount Thistle is now a molehill, and it's time for us to celebrate and share a moment together.
We'd never done this volunteering event before, so it was good to be able to get out.
I was surprised with how much there was to do, honestly. And then I was also surprised with the group of people. There were just all kinds of people out here helping out, and it's always, fun to be surrounded by that.
At Rancho San Antonio, a preserve not far from here, Another group of volunteers is already deep into a different kind of work.
Well, we're doing trail work on the tread of the Wildcat Loop Trail here in Rancho San Antonio. We're trying to improve the trail surface to make it easier for folks to pass by each other.
These trails are multi-use. Hikers, bikers, and equestrians all share these narrow paths.
Midpen has a lot of trails, more than somewhere around 250 miles of trails. And it's not nearly enough staff to go around to do all that, so the volunteers help fill in some of the gaps of that work.
For these volunteers, this work offers a welcome change from their normal routines.
Most of us come from, in the Bay Area, tech jobs, and, we do spreadsheets and we travel the world and we do presentations and we do all this sort of stuff and sit in a desk, and it's just really wonderful to pick up a tool and just whack the crap out of a limb, a root, or whatever.
So what really keeps me going and satisfied with the trail work is the willingness of folks to get out here and get dirty, work in difficult conditions, be open to learning new things and being cooperating with one another. And so for me, seeing that happen and seeing the satisfaction that they get out of it, that's what brings me joy and gives me motivation to keep working on the trails.
Beyond the satisfaction of the work itself, there's something these trails and preserves offer that reminds us how these places give us more than we can ever give them.
Being in nature is one of those, gifts that allow you to reset. Everybody needs, nature and art and music, and, there's a subset of things that are just there for joy. And this is one of them.
We can all feel joy and gratitude, knowing that behind many smooth trails and thistle-free hillsides, there's likely a volunteer who put in the work to make our public lands better for everyone.